We now continue with Alice Stewart, Steve Murphy, and Eric Erickson. Alice, did you accuse Barack Obama of supporting infanticide?
No, what I'm saying here is that he has gone back and forth on this issue several times.
He's not gone back and forth. He's pro-choice. Do you think he wants to kill babies?
He has not. He certainly has not. He has been very straightforwardly pro-choice. There is a clear difference between John McCain and Barack Obama on this issue. John McCain is against a woman's right to choose, even in cases of rape or incest, even in cases of fatal fetal anomaly, even in cases where the mother is diagnosed with cancer after she's become pregnant. Barack Obama believes that government has no role in making this decision. That's actually the more conservative position. It's like Barry Goldwater was pro-choice.
Exactly. Eric, you know, it's outrageous that what you're really saying here is that Barack Obama wants to kill babies. He wants to kill them after they're born. He wants to chase them after they're out of the womb and make sure they don't live, and that doctors can't be trusted in order to do the right thing in order to save the life of a child. I mean, that's really what you're saying.
I realize it's hard for you to get your hands around this, Alan, but he was to the left of Planned Parenthood and NARAL on this issue.
That is what you're saying. You believe that Barack Obama supports infanticide. He wants to kill babies.
That
is an outrageous statement.
No, it's not. That's his vote.
He wants to kill babies.
He doesn't want to. He wants you to be able to finish off a kid if it survives an abortion.
He wants to finish off a kid. In other words, after a child is born, he wants to make sure the child can't live.
The facts may be inconvenient for you, Alan, but those are the facts.
Steve, can you bring some sense to this conversation, please?
It's absolutely disgusting and disgraceful language. You can't beat a guy. You can't contest a campaign without calling him a murderer. I mean, what's wrong with you guys?
I'm just repeating the facts. You guys just don't like the facts.
It is not repeating the fact. It is not repeating the fact. It's a case of a pro-choice candidate versus
you agree with Eric's take on this? You agree with what Eric said?
The fact of the matter is that his own actions are showing that he is not willing to protect the life of a child who is still alive.
That is absolutely untrue.
No, it's not.
That is absolutely untrue. He was very clear. Did you go and actually read what he said before the state legislature? How can you get on television and make these statements about Barack Obama? How can you in good conscience say these things about him? You know it's not true.
Because those are the facts.
Not just him. How can you in good conscience say this about the women of America? They want to kill children who are alive. That's ridiculous.
Here we have Senator Obama, who has made it clear he's gone back and forth on this issue. It's extremely complicated. He's calling those who hold his feet to the fire liars on this issue, and this is one of the many issues where he has voted present in the Illinois legislature on many pro-life issues because he doesn't want to be held accountable. But Americans need, when they vote a member, as someone who will not be present.
Everyone was a pro-choice vote.
Hang on a second. Let me educate our audience, because Obama and his supporters are lying. And let us remind everybody what we just played of Barack Obama. He said, and essentially adding an additional doctor, meaning after a baby is born and the abortion is botched, who then has to be called in an emergency situation to come in and make these assessments, is really designed simply to burden the original decision of the woman. Now, Eric, the issue here is he had the chance to pass legislation to pass these babies that were born alive after botched abortions. The language in 2003 that he voted against in committee was identical to the federal Baby Born Alive Protection Act, and when he had that chance, he voted against it. Isn't that the issue?
That is, and in 2002 he voted against it as well. One of the few votes he actually voted against something instead of voting present.
So in other words, those babies then have no protection and they die. Alice, is that any other way to interpret that?
No, it's certainly not. And there was also an instance in 2003 when one of the bill's sponsors specifically went to him and asked for the reassurance that the Roe v. Wade protections would be in place. And Obama was the only person that would not go forward and support the measure as it was written at that time, that included the exact same federal language that he's always said that he would have voted for it if it did include that language.
Steve, back to our original question, Steve. How can a person with a heart and a soul not pass a bill to protect a child that is living and breathing on its own outside of the womb if it needs medical care? How come Barack Obama opposed the same federal legislation?
The legislation was simply designed to take away a woman's right to choose.
And the baby dies.
You must provide under the law today care for any suffering human being.
I think it was actually a law written to take away a baby's life.
We've got late-term abortion laws limiting it except to cases of health of the mother.
All right, Obama voted against those too.
It's very sad. Laws and medical ethics in this country and emergency room laws.
A conservative nonprofit group with